Hey guys, this is a new YouTube video. What we're gonna be, or new YouTube channel. What we're gonna be doing here is talk about politics, gun stuff, maybe a little fishing, but mostly politics. Okay, and just kind of put an insight of your day and everything. My name's Justin. I'd like to introduce myself first. Before we really get into a lot of stuff, introduce myself. Tell you about me, see where I'm coming from with my ideas. My name's Justin Puckett. I'm from Chesterfield, Virginia. It's the county right outside Richmond, Virginia. My mom's side has lived in Virginia since the beginning of time. We actually have two historical landmarks that were plantation homes, and we still have a plantation in Southampton, Virginia. My dad's side, truth about it, I'm a really big Bama fan. He's from Alabama. His whole family from Alabama, except for his grandfather. He's from Florida. Gators suck. But no, they're good. They're good. Well, not this year, or the year before. They're just not good. So I've been living here all my life. I'm going to school at University of Alabama. I start August 19th. It's my first day of classes. One of my roommates, he's from Texas. He's a cool dude. We have a lot of same ideas and everything. I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I still have religious views. I don't think to be religious you have to go to church every Sunday. I go with my grandparents whenever they invite me, but they never tell me about it. So, yeah. And I'm also, I guess you can say I lean towards the right of the political views. But I do not fall under a party, though if I would run for a candidate, I would definitely be, I guess, Republican, because that's a better way to get into office. Be real about it. But, I don't know, I like the Tea Party saying, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, I'm an American, I want my country back. And I kind of fall with the views of 1776, of Thomas Jefferson, Ronald Reagan, Andrew Jackson. Those are my top 3 presidents, by the way. Maybe I'll do a whole video one day on my top 5 presidents in total. But those are my top 3. So it's all about me and everything. Really big into guns. But we're going to first start off with this video of 2 things that are going on in the media everywhere. The recent Supreme Court case legalizing gay marriage, and also banning of the Confederate flag when it's actually the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia, and that was their battle flag. The Confederate flag actually is it's a similar thing, but it's not that. I will show you a real picture of the Confederate flag. Got to put official because most people actually don't know what it looks like. So you get a bunch of this stuff. It's called the Stars and Bars. Okay? See if I can zoom in. It's kind of bright. Let's see if I can lower this brightness. That's what it looks like. It's similar to the Northern Virginia battle flag of Northern Virginia, where it has that. And it used to be, the first design was just like this, no stripe and everything. Or that might have been the second one. But no, the first one, it looked too much like the American flag, so they made it like this. And then without that stripe, it looked too much like a treaty flag, so they added the red stripe. That was the third official Confederate flag, okay? So we're going to start off with the battle flag of Northern Virginia. What are the main things that people are trying to go against and why they want it banned? But there's a lot of big problems with banning that. You see, when you put it like that, when you ban a freedom of speech, like you can't. Alright, so we have a lot of problems with people burning flags. They used to be illegal, but the Supreme Court overturned that to where you can burn a flag in case of protest. Now, because it's personal property, it's not government property. That's the whole thing about it. And so if you're not going to ban that, or people stomping on it, then you can't ban you can't ban a freedom of speech right. Okay, and that's my big issue with it. And what mostly pisses me off is people actually, they're ignorant about the Civil War. Actually, at the end of the Civil War, the North had more slaves than the South, and also Abraham Lincoln never freed any slave. His Emancipation Proclamation was just a legal document. It didn't do anything. He also suspended habeas corpus, and what it means is pretty much putting in jail without a trial. Okay, that's the dumbed down Barney style version of it. Okay, and what he did was there was a lot of New York newspaper companies, and they were making articles about being opposed to the war, and he locked them all in jail for 6 months. Now that seems like a pretty bad precedent to me. Also, the fact is Abraham Lincoln never liked black people at all. He actually hated them. He wanted to deport them all. He never wanted to look at a single black person. The only reason why he was fighting that war, when a congressman asked when they were discussing about the war, he said, "Why don't we just let them leave?" Abraham Lincoln replied saying, "Then where would we get our money from?" So that's the big problems that I have with him. Also, when you look at the facts here, only 6% of the South owned slaves. The other 94% didn't. Also, the leaders, Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, Jefferson Davis, they also thought of freeing the slaves too, but they wanted to do it in a slow process to bring the African Americans who were slaves back into society. Okay? And that would have done them a lot better off. So, yeah. Okay, so now we go into the gay marriage thing. The reason why I have a problem with how they did it was the Supreme Court made a law. They used the 14th Amendment to trump the 10th Amendment, which is a Bill of Rights. They also, by doing this, made a law. There was no Congress going through. The people who said it best was Mike Huckabee. He's running for president right now. He was the Arkansas governor from 1996 to 2007. Judge Scalia and Judge Roberts. They voted against it. Sorry, saw something through the window. That was weird. They voted against it because of the fact is the Supreme Court literally made a law. And that's what a lot of people have big problems with now is the Supreme Court didn't go through Congress, President, no, there was no bill being passed about it. It was just people were suing this, and then 14 states who did not acknowledge gay marriage now have to do it by law. And it wasn't an unconstitutional thing. The thing that they were doing before is by state, they're saying their law was unconstitutional. So that means they had to allow it until they make another law that wouldn't be unconstitutional for it. Marriage is a state right. And Section 1, Article 8 says, anything left in the Constitution that's not up to the federal government is the law to the states. Okay? Also, another thing with the whole gay marriage thing is another people have a problem with is actually pedophiles are now trying to get their right to have their sexual orientation. So they want to have sex with underage 18-year-olds without being charged or anything. Also, the fact is, Republicans were actually trying to make an amendment to make sure that pedophilia was never going to be a sexual orientation, but Democrats turned it down. And there's a lot of big problems with that because it really actually does mess up kids. There's a lot of things that mess up kids at a young age, especially if you're like 10 years old and you're having sex with a 50-year-old. That's fucked up. Excuse my French, but it is. Sorry, a little thirsty, getting my rambling on. Yay. So that's what's going on today. I just want to put an inside of my voice, my opinion on it. But yes, go read what Judge Scalia and Judge Roberts said about the Supreme Court case, and also go Mike Huckabee on IJ Review, which is Independent Journalism Review. They filmed him giving his response for it. So yeah, just wanted to open up my YouTube channel, put some political insight into you guys, and also talk about guns, do some gun reviews, clean some guns. Let's see. I'm ordering a Glock 19. I'm not really ordering it. My stepdad's friend has an FFL license, and so I'm buying a Glock 19 for $490. So that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, and maybe in the next video, once I get it, I'll show it to you, or once I get it, I'll do a nice little review on it. Take it out to our little where we go shooting, which is my stepdad's mom's house. So, and that's 30 minutes away from my house. Okay, so I haven't decided what I'm going to name my YouTube channel yet. You guys will see it though once I upload this video. I just have not thought of a name yet. I'm trying to see if I can get The Young American. So, yeah. God bless you all. See y'all soon.